Welcome back to the podcast.
Hi everyone, let's learn some English.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to our English learning show, where learning English is easy and fun. I'm really happy to be here with you today. This morning, I was feeling hopeful and thinking about the future. And honestly, the future is a beautiful thing to think about. I was imagining my goals, the things I want to do, the places I want to visit, and all those dreams I carry with me. And actually, that's exactly our topic today. Perfect timing, right? Today, we're going to talk about dreams and goals in English, and how to share what you want in life. This is such an important topic because when you meet new people, they often ask, "What are your plans?" Or, "What do you want to do in the future?" And sometimes people don't know how to answer in English. They have big dreams inside, but the words feel stuck. So today, we're going to fix that. I'll give you easy phrases, natural sentences, and the confidence you need to talk about your future. But before we start, please remember to subscribe to Everyday English Academy, like this episode, and share it with anyone who has dreams. Thank you so much. Okay, let's start simple. What is a dream? A dream is something you really, really want. Something big that makes your heart feel warm when you think about it. For example, you might dream of traveling around the world or becoming a teacher. A goal is similar, but more specific. A goal is something you plan to do and actively work toward. So a dream might be saying you want to be successful, but a goal is saying you want to finish your degree by next year. Dreams are big feelings, and goals are the steps that move you forward. One of my dreams is to write a book, maybe about learning English or about life lessons, something that helps people. Another dream I have is to live near the ocean one day. I imagine waking up, hearing the waves, and feeling free. That peaceful feeling is what makes it a dream. So we have phrases like, "I dream of," and "my dream is." These are great expressions to use. Let's practice together. You can say, "I dream of traveling the world." "My dream is to open my own business." Or, "I want to learn 3 languages." These sentences sound natural and easy. Now let's talk about goals. Goals are more specific. You can say, "My goal is to," or "I'm planning to." For example, "My goal is to save money this year," or "I'm planning to start a new hobby." A goal means you're taking action, not just wishing. A goal always has a plan. One example could be exercising more regularly, like going to the gym 3 times a week. That's specific, not vague. Being specific helps you stay focused and motivated. So, we have dreams, and we have goals. Now let's talk about how to describe them in different ways. Sometimes people ask, "What do you hope for?" Or, "What are your plans?" You can say, "I hope to get a better job," or "I hope to travel more." And when talking about plans, you can say, "I plan to," or "I'm going to." For example, "I plan to move to a new city next year," or "I'm going to start my own business." These are simple and powerful ways to talk about your future. These are all useful ways to talk about your future. Let's practice a few more sentences together. Ready? Repeat after me. I hope to buy a house someday. I plan to learn English fluently. I'm going to visit my family next month. Excellent. Hear how natural that sounds? You're already speaking like a confident English speaker. Now, let me share a short story with you. This is about Crystal, one of our listeners from Mexico. She sent a message about her dream. Her dream was to study in Canada. She wanted to go to university there and meet people from all over the world. But she felt scared. Her English wasn't perfect, and she didn't have much money. She also didn't know anyone in Canada. So what did she do? She made a goal. Her goal was to improve her English for 1 year, save money every month, and apply to 3 universities. And guess what happened? After 1 year, she got accepted. Crystal is now studying in Canada. Her dream came true because she turned it into a goal with clear steps. That's the power of goals. They turn big dreams into real actions. So everyone listening, think about your dream. What is one small goal you can do this week to move closer to it? Maybe it's learning 10 new English words. Maybe it's researching a place you want to visit. Maybe it's saving a little money. Small steps every day, that's how dreams become real. Now let's talk about something important. How to talk about dreams when you feel unsure. Sometimes we have dreams, but we're not confident about them. You can say, I'm thinking about changing my job, or I'm thinking about moving abroad. You can also say, I'd love to learn to play the piano, or I'd love to travel to Japan. I'd love to sounds softer. It shows it's a dream, but you're not sure how yet. It's honest and natural. Another helpful phrase is, one day I want to. For example, one day I want to write a book, or one day I want to own a small cafe. One day means it's in the future, and there's no rush. It's okay to dream slowly. Dreams don't have deadlines. What matters is keeping the dream alive in your heart. Let's do a quick practice together. Repeat after me. I'm thinking about learning a new skill. I'd love to visit Europe. One day, I want to start my own company. Beautiful. Now, let's talk about what happens when someone asks you about your dreams. Imagine you're at a party or meeting someone new. They ask, what are your dreams? Or, what do you want to do in life? It can feel like a big question, but you don't need to say everything. Just share one or two things. You might say, I'm really interested in art, so I'd love to open a small gallery someday. Or you can say, I love children, so my dream is to become a teacher. Simple, clear, and personal. The other person can ask more questions if they're interested. You don't need to explain everything right away. Conversation is like a dance you move slowly and naturally. And what if someone asks why that is your dream? You can answer using because and explain your reason. For example, my dream is to live near the ocean because I feel peaceful near water. Or my goal is to learn English because I want to travel and meet people from different countries. That word because makes your answer more interesting. It shows your heart, not just your words. People connect with emotions more than facts. Now let's talk about short-term goals and long-term goals. Short-term means soon, like this week or this month. Long-term means later, like this year or in 5 years. It's good to have both kinds of goals. Short-term goals give you quick progress, and long-term goals give you direction. Think of it like climbing a mountain. Short-term goals are each small step, and the long-term goal is reaching the top. I love that image. Now, let me give you a few more useful phrases. You can say, I'm working towards a promotion at work. Or you can say, I'm aiming to, such as, I'm aiming to run a marathon next year. Aiming means you're trying to reach something, like an arrow moving toward a target. Let's practice together. You can say, I'm working towards saving enough money for a trip, or I'm aiming to speak English more confidently. Perfect. Now, what if your dream changes? Is that okay? Absolutely. Dreams can change. You can say, I used to dream of, but now I want to. For example, I used to dream of being a doctor, but now I want to be a writer. Or I used to want to live in a big city, but now I prefer a quiet town. Change is normal. We grow, we learn, and our dreams grow with us. There's no shame in changing your mind. It means you're listening to your heart. Now let's talk about supporting someone else's dreams. When someone shares their dream with you, what can you say? You can say, that sounds amazing. I believe in you. Or, I hope it comes true. These kind, encouraging phrases help the other person feel supported, and that really matters. Sometimes people are afraid to share their dreams because they worry others will laugh, but a true friend lifts you up. They say, go for it, or, you can do it. Be that friend. Be the person who believes in others. Now let me show you a short example of a natural conversation about dreams. Imagine someone asks about my biggest dream for the future. I might say, my biggest dream is to write children's books. I love stories, and I believe books can teach children important lessons about kindness and courage. And if they ask about my plans, I can say I'm already working on my first story every weekend. That's how a natural conversation about dreams works. You ask, you listen, and you encourage. Now, let's talk about the different types of dreams people have. There are career dreams, like wanting to become a doctor or start your own company. Career dreams focus on your work life and professional growth. Then there are travel dreams. You might say, I dream of visiting every continent, or my goal is to see the northern lights. Travel dreams are exciting and adventurous. We also have family dreams, like hoping to get married someday, or wanting to have children. These dreams are very personal and meaningful. There are also education dreams, such as wanting to finish your degree or hoping to study abroad. These dreams show your desire to grow and learn. And don't forget health and fitness dreams, like wanting to run a 5K or eat healthier. Creative dreams matter too, like learning to paint or play the guitar. Dreams come in many forms. What really matters is that your dreams are yours. Your dream doesn't need to look like anyone else's. Now, let's talk about obstacles, things that might stop you from reaching your dream. This is important. Sometimes people say, I can't do it because, I can't learn English because I'm too old. Or they say, I can't travel because I don't have money. These are obstacles. They can feel like walls in front of you. But here's the truth. Obstacles are challenges, not stop signs. You can say, it's challenging, but I'm not giving up. Or, it's difficult, but I haven't given up. Another helpful phrase is, I'm finding ways to practice English every day. Or you can say, I'm looking for opportunities to, such as saving money for a trip. These phrases show you're active, not passive. You're making things happen. Let's practice some obstacle phrases together. Repeat after me. It's challenging, but I'm not giving up. I'm finding ways to reach my goal. I'm working hard despite the difficulties. Great job. Now let's talk about celebrating small wins. I love this topic. Small wins are little successes on the way to a big dream. For example, if your dream is to speak English fluently, a small win is having your first English conversation. If your dream is to run a marathon, a small win is running your first kilometer without stopping. You can say, I'm proud of myself because I practiced English every day this week. Or you can say, I achieved my goal of reading one English book this month. Celebrating small wins keeps you motivated and reminds you that you're making progress. Many people only focus on the big dream and forget the small steps. But those small steps matter most. They're proof that you're moving forward. So everyone listening, what's one small win you've had recently? Maybe you learned a new English word. Maybe you spoke English with someone. Whatever it is, be proud. Say, I did it, and smile. Now, let's talk about sharing your dreams with others. This can feel scary. Some people keep their dreams secret because they're afraid of judgment. I understand that feeling. Sharing something you care about is vulnerable, but sharing your dreams can also be powerful. When you say, this is what I want, it becomes more real. Sometimes people surprise you. They might say, I can help you, or I know someone who did that. You never know what doors might open when you speak about your dreams. You can say, I'm excited to share that I'm starting my own business, or I wanted to tell you I'm applying to study abroad. These are gentle ways to introduce your dream. And if someone reacts negatively, you can calmly say, I understand your concern, but this is important to me. That response shows respect for their opinion while staying true to yourself. Now let me share another story. This one about Jesse from Brazil. Jesse's dream was to become a professional soccer player. He played every day, watched videos, and trained hard. But when he was 18, he got injured. His knee was badly hurt, and the doctor said he couldn't play professionally anymore. Jesse was heartbroken, and his dream felt impossible. But something changed. He realized he could still be part of soccer in a different way. His new goal became coaching young players. He found a new path connected to the same dream he loved. He wanted to teach children the sport he loved. And now, 5 years later, Jesse is a soccer coach. He has a team of 20 kids, and he truly loves his job. His dream changed shape, but it didn't die. It transformed. That's such an important lesson. Sometimes dreams follow a different path than we expect, but staying open helps us follow our heart. Beautiful. So everyone, if your original plan doesn't work, ask yourself, what else is possible? That question is powerful. It opens doors instead of closing them. Now let's do another role play. This time, I'll share one of my goals. One of my goals this year is to read 24 books. That's 2 books every month. 24 books sounds impressive, right? I chose this goal because I realized I was spending too much time on my phone. I wanted to use my free time better. Reading helps me learn and relax. I've already read 3 books this year, so I'm on track so far. I mostly enjoy biographies and books about personal development because they inspire me. And that's how you talk about goals naturally. You share the goal, explain why it matters, and talk about your progress. Notice how asking follow-up questions keeps the conversation flowing and shows real interest. Asking questions keeps conversations alive. Now, let's move to something practical. How to make your goals more achievable. There's a method called SMART goals. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. It sounds complicated, but it's actually very simple once you break it down. Specific means your goal is clear, not vague. Instead of saying, I want to learn English, you say, I want to learn 100 new English words. Measurable means you can track progress, like practicing English for 30 minutes every day. You know exactly when you've reached your goal. Achievable means the goal is realistic with your time and resources. Speaking perfect English in 1 week isn't achievable, but having one English conversation this week is. Relevant means the goal matters to you and connects to your bigger dreams. Time-bound means having a deadline, like finishing a course by June. A SMART goal could be practicing English speaking for 20 minutes, 3 times a week, for the next 2 months. That's a perfect example. It's specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This method helps goals feel less overwhelming and much more manageable. Let's pause for a moment and try this together. Think about one goal you have. Make it specific. Decide how you'll measure it. Check if it's achievable. Make sure it truly matters to you, and set a deadline. Then write it down. Writing goals makes them feel more real and more powerful. Now let's talk about staying motivated when things get hard. This is so important because everyone feels unmotivated sometimes. It's normal. You start excited, then life gets busy, you get tired, and you want to give up. So how do you keep going? First, remember why you started. Ask yourself, why is this goal important to me? Write down your reasons and read them when motivation is low. Another tip is telling someone about your goal. That makes you more accountable, meaning responsible. You don't want to let them down. Also, make your goal visual, like putting a picture of the Eiffel Tower on your wall. Every time you see it, you remember your dream. Break big goals into tiny actions. If a goal feels too big, you avoid it. But small pieces feel doable. You can say, today I'll study for 10 minutes. 10 minutes is easy. Anyone can do 10 minutes. And finally, reward yourself when you complete a step. Maybe eat your favorite food, watch a movie, or call a friend. Give yourself something positive. Your brain will connect working on your goal with good feelings. These tips really work. Motivation isn't magic. It's a skill you can practice. Now, let's start wrapping up with one last thing. A vocabulary spotlight. Let's highlight some keywords from today. First word, aspiration. It means a hope or dream for the future. For example, my aspiration is to become a successful artist. Second word, ambition. It means a strong desire to achieve something. For example, she has a lot of ambition and wants to be the best in her field. Third phrase, reach for the stars. It's an idiom meaning to try to achieve something great. For example, don't be afraid to reach for the stars. Fourth phrase, follow your dreams. It means to pursue what you truly want in life. For example, my parents always told me to follow my dreams. Fifth word, motivated. It means having enthusiasm and desire to do something. For example, I feel motivated to study English every day. Sixth word, determined. It means having a strong will to succeed. For example, she is very determined to reach her goal. Seventh phrase, make it happen. Make it happen means taking action to achieve something. For example, if you want your dream to come true, you have to make it happen. Let's practice together. Aspiration, ambition, reach for the stars, follow your dreams, motivated, determined, make it happen. Excellent. These words help you talk about dreams naturally. Now, let me leave you with a final message. Everyone listening, your dreams are valid. They're not too big, not too small, not silly or impossible. If your heart wants it, it matters. Learning to talk about dreams in English isn't just language practice, it's life practice. When you can express what you want, you become clearer, stronger, and braver. Your words shape your reality. The more you say, I will, the more you believe it. Speak your dreams out loud. Write them down. Share them with supportive people, and take one small action today, not tomorrow. Dreams without action stay dreams, but dreams with action become your life. And remember, progress isn't always linear. Real life goes up and down. Some days you'll feel motivated, some days you won't. Both are okay. What matters is that you keep showing up, keep trying, and don't quit. Even if you move slowly, you're still moving forward. Everyone listening right now is already taking action. You're learning English, growing, and investing in yourself. That's something to be proud of. Give yourself credit. You're doing better than you think. Here's your challenge. Go to the comments and write one sentence about your dream or goal. You can write, "My dream is to," or "My goal is to." We'll read every comment and love learning about your dreams. Don't forget to subscribe to Everyday English Academy for future episodes. Please share this episode with someone who has big dreams. Maybe a friend feels stuck or needs encouragement. This might be exactly what they need. Share it and be the person who lifts others up. Thank you so much for listening today. Remember, your dreams matter. They're not too big or too small. When you talk about your dreams in English, you're not just learning a language, you're building your future. Keep dreaming, keep speaking, keep believing. Every day is a new chance to move closer to what you want. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. Until next time, stay curious, stay hopeful, and keep your dreams alive. See you in the next episode, everyone. Goodbye.